Good evening and welcome. I'm Sheila Balgobin and I am the Dream Detective, and I help you towards better sleep and to find the gold in the gobbledygook of your dreams so you can live the life you dream of. Is about seeds. Now, you might think, well, what do seeds have to do with anything? And sleep, which is my specialty, and you'll find out shortly as I talk about seeds. The reason why this subject came up is yesterday I attended a webinar or a conference in South London, and it was talking about the power of seeds and their use and purpose in our health. Now, just to give you a little bit of background, seeds are a natural source of fiber, iron, good fats like monounsaturated fats, vitamins and minerals, all of which can have a strong impact on our health and well-being. So some of the benefits, and this is where the sleep part comes in, is that seeds can help us towards having better sleep. They can help reduce inflammation, boost our immune system, give us more energy, clearer skin. It helps boost mental clarity as well. And if you're sleeping poorly, your mental clarity is down the drain. Your energy levels are low. Your immune system is also impacted. And you're more likely to hurt yourself and get into accidents and things because you're not mentally sharp. And that's another benefit of seeds, actually. They help strengthen your bones, and they're good for the heart. So the reason why I became interested in seeds, well, for a couple of reasons. One of which was that I was looking for something that was easy to take every day, that would give me the nutrients that I need to stay healthy, but also attend to some of the little health niggles. Like last summer when I was trying these products for the first time, we were experiencing rather one of the worst, the hottest and driest summers that have been seen in about 30, 40 years in the UK. So what that meant was that the air was very polluted because there's no movement of air. There was high counts of pollen, and there was no rain to wash it away. And that was just all a recipe for disaster, because for me, I develop hay fever, and from the hay fever comes asthma, and I start to wheeze. Taking the seeds during this very hot and humid and miserable summer, I had virtually no reaction to the pollen, and therefore no incipient asthma episodes. Now, what I found fascinating about that is that even on the worst days when the pollen counts were through the roof, I wasn't reacting, or reacting very, very little, which impressed me. And at the same time, I can also attest the inflammation reducing properties of seeds, because at the same time I had a fall, and I had hurt my knee, and my knee was still a bit swollen and a bit inflamed. And during the time that I was trialing these seeds, the inflammation reduced, and I thankfully regained some flexibility back in my knee. So I can attest to the fact that seeds can most certainly help with strengthening the immune system. My sleep certainly was better, though I don't really have problems with sleep, but I woke up feeling even more refreshed than usual. And the inflammation, the decrease of inflammation, and just more energy in general, all of which can be impacted by poor sleep. Hence why my interest came about with the seeds, because I work with people who have sleep issues. Now, if you're, as I said, if you're sleeping poorly, you're more subject to illness because your immune system starts to crash. Your mind becomes fuzzy so that your work is impacted. Do you know that lack of sleep will kill us faster than lack of food? Did you realize that? Think about that. We will die faster from lack of sleep than lack of food. And the reason for that is that when we're sleeping, the body, and particularly the brain, rests and repairs itself and recharges itself. So if the brain isn't able to take care of these important maintenance duties while we're sleeping, it starts to misfire. You start to, well, your mind gets boggled, and you actually will start to develop problems, including cognitive and sleep problems, cognitive problems, and even start to become a bit delusional. Hello, Chris. Hi, DJ. So it's sleep is essential for not just because we need the rest and need to be able to function, but to carry out necessary repair work while the body is at rest and not occupied with 10,000 other things during the day. So I wanted to kind of highlight that the seeds are really, really important. So living a seedy life is not necessarily a bad thing when we're talking about seeds. Now, as I said, I tried some of these seed products, and what I liked about them particularly was that it was flat packed. It was very convenient. There's these little squeezy things that you tear off the top and kind of sip through it, sort of like, I guess, the people in the space station because of the zero gravity. But these little packets that you can squeeze, so they're easy to carry around, and you throw in your pocket, your purse, in a suitcase if you're traveling. It's wonderful. And they're also quite tasty. They use things like black cumin seeds, the seeds from Chardonnay grapes, black raspberry, various seeds with various properties to be able to support the immune system, to promote cell growth and repair, and just to gain better clarity in general in your life, and to more energy. So I would put to you, thank you, Chris. I would put to you that you need to lead a more seedy life. That, I mean, if you're experiencing poor sleep in particular for whatever reason, it may be that there may be some underlying inflammation. Maybe you've been training at the gym too hard. It may be that you're feeling low in energy because you're not getting enough sleep. You may have other things that are going on, that your body just needs more support. I mean, we're being bombarded by everything in the environment these days. Reports now are coming out that there's plastic, where they're turning up plastic in people's systems, and they have no idea what kind of health impact that's going to have. Plastic, microplastics in our system. So the plastic issue, it really needs to be looked at. But while we cannot control the outer environment, we can control what we put in our mouths and in our bodies for them. And seeds are a good way, and cheap way, relatively inexpensive way of getting the cell protection, the heart protection, the inflammation reducing properties that we often rely on our doctors to provide for us, usually in some form of some kind of cocktail of drugs, which sledgehammers the body into submission and creates problems of its own eventually because it interactions with the body. Now, there's another thing that seeds can do for us. And if you're prone to problems with your skin, that's something else that the seeds can help with. So I would put to you that you may want to investigate the power of seeds. I mean, think about a seed and what it is. A seed has the genetic blueprint and the fat and protein that a plant needs to grow, whether that plant is a daisy or an oak tree. So think about it. The seeds are a powerhouse of energy. I mean, if it can fuel the growth of a tree and some of those noxious weeds in my garden that are hard to get rid of, even when they're small, then think about that power being put to use directly by you rather than indirectly from the plant eating the plant material, the actual plant. Having the concentrated energy that's within the seed um, giving you your energy directly is certainly the best way to go. If we can keep our food as natural and pure a state as possible, the better it is for us, particularly these days where there's so many pollutants and adulterants and chemicals and everything. So I leave that thought to you as to whether your life is seedy enough or not. If it's not, you can drop me a note or send me a message, and I will give you some more information as to help to find out more about these seeds, where you can get them, and what possible impact they can have on your life. Thanks so much for watching and listening. I hope you found this of value, and if you have, please let me know, whether it be with an emoji or with a comment. Have a great evening, a lovely week to come, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.